Kyoko for healing. Welcome. Grand day. Better yet, grand abundant day. May you have a productive day. A self-awareness day. And always a self-love and caring day. Let's see what the cards have to say that the ancestors and guides and the Most High wants us to know about. Someone's sitting in despair. They're not getting a job done, or they're not able to find a job, or no one is accepting their resume. Looks like they had to take that box to the left. This person may have an animal, a pet, a dog possibly. Changes. Number 32, that's a 5. So what is going on? A pathway that may seem to be blocked. A transformation also. Along with this, the butterflies representing a rebirth, transformation. The light at the end of the path. Maybe they're not able to see it. And this is a message of concern. There's some information circulating, possibly gossip, that's being brought to the light. And possibly out into the open public. This window is making me feel that. She's grasping her chest, so this is shocking news, but at the same time, it doesn't seem to be that shocking by the look on her face. It's more despair. What is about this transformation that is at a standstill, a block? High honor in reverse. So this is someone that may be losing honor, losing rank. I'm also picking up spiritual, like their ancestor guides, information, downloads. There's a wheel of fortune. There's the wheel turning. There's a change on this path that is blocked right now. And someone is not ranking up. They're not having high honor. Coffin sideways. Unexpected income sideways. And distant horizon in the upright. So whatever this is something going to occur in a distant future. Something that's been going on for a while over people's heads. But that anchor is yet to get caught. It may not have for a while, but it looks like it may be now. And these are giving me the vibe of towers at the very bottom in the corner. And you see how the smoke is kind of cleared and there's the green grass there? There's some things coming to light. There's a storm of chaos. There's messengers sent. People are starting to wave their flags. Maybe that white flag. Someone's sitting with expectations and they're observing something. Waiting for something patiently. Maybe at the same time, soaking in the rays of sun that's coming through that glass. This almost looks like it's making me feel a wedding dress right now. Like someone was expecting a marriage, a union, but they don't really seem to be anxious. What do we need to know about this path? Main male in reverse is on this blocked path, not gaining high honor or losing high honor for the work that he's been putting in, something that he's worked diligently on, even wee hours of the night. Maybe not taking time to look up to see the light. And this honor in reverse, lovers. Maybe this man that's in reverse and wants to be the main male, whose path is blocked, who has not gone through transformations, is not gaining the high honor in a loving union. Something they don't want to die, because it's also blocking this unexpected income. Something they've been working on, but something's coming to light in the distant future. Poverty. What about this coffin and sideways? Oh, father figure. Someone who held a high honor, an official person who is no longer an official person. This man also could have been trying to cause an ending to some unexpected income that you were not expecting. Side note. There's the union at the bottom of the deck. And we have lovers here, but they did not gain that union. We're going to clarify each of these. What about this man, this father figure that's in reverse, that has not receiving high honor? No transformations have been made. It's a mature man, someone well studied and knows better, that's receiving messages about a thief. This thief, this high honor that they wanted to steal. I'm picking up energy harvesting because this union was blocked. Because there's information by someone wise and well educated that's getting the messages that this is a thief. In this distant horizon, privileged lady, reverse. Oh, this may be a complete couple that's not receiving high honor. Trying to block an ending of this man who is no longer an official person. That's not receiving this unexpected income, because there's a mature man that's receiving some messages about this situation. So there's 3 men and a possible female. Lovers, I don't know. This could be between all 3 of them. Oh, there's this privileged lady in reverse. So there's 3 males, possibly 2 males, and a main lady that's having some court issues. Maybe having something to do with them messages that are circulating. These messages may be reaching further than what they even expect, with this globe standing out. And And that is a telephone. So there is written messages, verbal conversations. There's some talk going on about this courthouse situation. First off, let's get to know these characters. This man that's on this path trying to gain high honor, which is brought to an ending for this main male that's in reverse, and a lover. This lover that they're not ending things with is not an official person, another father figure. So yeah, here we go. They're not receiving this unexpected income from a mature man who's receiving these messages in the distant future about this non-privileged lady in a court situation. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to put these back in order because they had fell. And I like to start with them on the upright. Fair game. Although, if it's meant to go in reverse, yeah, it'll go in reverse. So maybe it's a little bit of my OCD. A little bit. Just a little bit, maybe. My organization thing. I like to start fresh, clean, organized. There we go. Yes. See, didn't take that long. Alrighty. Someone's in their thoughts. This man is on this path that has not had his transformation, refusing it, or blocking it, is not an official person. I'm picking up falling angel, official person, someone of authority, high honor, that has lost their high honor. They're restricted. This came out in another reading before about someone losing their wings, their gifts. This man, who's not a main man, this card in reverse that's representing not a main man, this is not a divine masculine, is what it's referring to. This divine masculine has lost his authority, his rank, his gifts, or her gifts. Take it how it resonates. But in this story, it's a male on the card. This man is going to have to start over from point 1. They're going to have to start over, actually from 0. They have lost their high honor, their gifts, their authority. This lover that they don't want to stop, this lover that they don't want to end with. Oh, a main female. They don't want this to end, because this would give them balance. 2, number 2 on this card. It would make them feel more stable. I'm picking up codependency on the behalf of this male who has no self-confidence, no self-awareness, to the point where he has lost his rank spiritually along with his gifts. This lover that he's had, this main female, he doesn't want to have an ending brought to that. Give me a card on this ending. Wow. Okay. It's been a long road. And he's maybe reminiscing of the luxury living they shared when they were in love. So this is someone that wants to come back around. Or maybe he knows trying to block this ending, being in her pathway of her living life, how she lives and who she loves. I'm picking that up also. Not wanting her to be with an official person, it would be sad news for them. Give me a card on this unofficial person, this father figure. Somebody they worked with. What the fuck? So this man's lost his wings, wants to have love or block the love of this main female on her path. He wants to block the ending of this journey they've been on, of him being in her life, all up in her business, to block love. Sending in unofficial people that worked for them to possibly get her knocked up even. Or these people are just immature, small beings. Of course, if they're working for someone who's lost their wings, they definitely are. And they're not getting this unexpected income. Give me a card on this unexpected income. They're having murky thoughts about that. They were confused from the get-go to think that they were going to be stealing when they have no authority, no gifts, but they think they have enough knowledge and authority to steal and to come into the midst of another's life on their path, affecting their love. Make it make sense. There's a good lady at the bottom of the deck. Maybe this good lady is in their murky thoughts, or this may be about someone that's just sitting and observing. Who is this man, this mature man that's getting these messages? It's a good man, someone that others reach out to for information, for guidance. Maybe helps them in their prosperity. They're receiving messages about a false person. Maybe someone even doing voodoo with a voodoo doll. Possibly a female, but take it as it resonates. This female may be this privileged lady who's not so privileged, that's going to be having to deal with some court issues, possibly with these others they worked with. Give me another card on this good Lord. Journey in reverse. This may be the person that's blocking their path. And maybe the letter or news they got was pleasant for them to receive. And what about the distant horizon? High honor is coming. Maybe for finding out about this false lady who claimed to be privileged, that's landed in court. And here we have the number 5 again. Changes. Give me a card on this Privileged lady in reverse. Privileged lady in reverse. About a house. So they may be going to court. Oh, this is going to land her in prison. So there's a main male on the path that's blocked. Lost his wings, lost his gift. Now trying to unite with a lover, a main female. That he wants to block the ending. Or he cannot cause an ending. He cannot cause an ending. That's what this is. He cannot cause an ending. Because you're highly protected. On your road, on this long road, they're not able to block your path, how you're living, or your love, or your success in having love. This father figure has no honor because of the work that he's been putting in. His income is blocked and now he's confused of what happened. But see, there's a mature man here that's receiving some messages. Someone that others look up to that's blocking what their intentions are. And in the distant horizons, he will gain high honor for being aware of this unprivileged lady that has a court situation over a house that may land them in prison. Because they have a court situation. Let's see, what else is there? All because of their insecurities and greed, ego, pride. Basically, they need to pick up the book about the 7 deadly sins. Because they're definitely very gluttonous. I'm hearing hogs snorting right now. I see a bunch of hogs in a pig's pen or a hog's pen. All muddy, just running around in circles, snorting, making that hog noise. Because they don't know what to do. They're in their murky thoughts. They don't know why they're not getting this money. But we did see the voodoo doll, and that was the work, the occupation they've been putting in that someone's gained information on. And now they're realizing, maybe now, facing prison, that they're completely destroyed, shattered. Give me a card on this main male that's a fallen angel that has lost everything. They fucked up. They're in their feelings. Something about who they having sex with or had sex with also. A sneaky link. Because a lot of things are being uncovered. And there's evidence. And yeah, they've been cheating on whoever I guess they've been cheating because they have somebody else, but they're concerned with this main female that's already knowing the tea. Well, that's the thing. That's all we need to know there. What about this main male that's an official person that's been working to block this? Police sideways. Why is police sideways? Maybe because they're thinking about the police. Sexual protection falls right over there. They don't want the police involved because it's something to do with that activity that they're wanting to not get exposed about. This hater. This hater that they want to keep hidden? Is there another hater in the background? What is going on? I'm smelling somebody in the shadows hiding out. Someone that they're divorcing? Somebody that's toxic? That's why you're trying to block this main female's love life, how she lives, trying to block her forward path because you're getting a divorce because you got caught up like she would want your nasty ass. So your money is blocked, you're confused, you don't know what to do, but there's somebody that does. Somebody that's now working on your toxic path. What about this pathway? Throwing away, getting rid of, tossing out. They're not throwing what they know away. They're keeping a promise, maybe even to themselves. They're not throwing away this proof. They're not throwing away what they have going on with themselves to protect some scrub. They're setting the record straight, baby. Ashe. Game over. But we still would like to know, what about this privileged lady in this house? This privileged lady wannabe in this home. What do we need to know? She knows shit's about to explode and go down in flames. They know. They should have checked themselves. Give me one card on this main female. She's not toxic. And she's running the fuck away from this shit. That's the energy I'm picking up. I'm just relaying the message. These murky thoughts of this dude and his income. The hater. So their money is blocked. They're confused. It's a hater that's confused and blocked. Someone that's a total drama. What about this hater? Watching shit go down. There's somebody lurking in the background, but they want to come toward you. They've been trying to attempt to block your love life, how you live, your forward movement. But they have no authority. They have no gifts. They can't block anything. But what they do want to do is hide the fact that they are going through a divorce with someone in the background that's actually enjoying hearing all of this toxic crap. But there's someone else that's setting the record straight, because they're not throwing their life away or what they have built for these karmic losers. In doing this in the distant future, they will gain high honor because they're aware of an unprivileged lady in a home that a situation is about to blow up on in a courtroom. But this man was expecting a new beginning. He was trying to skip this. He was about to leave somebody hanging, thinking that they could come to a privileged lady, a main lady, an actual privileged lady. And also, remember, I picked up, this was looking like a wedding dress in one of these pictures. I don't know if I said that out loud or if I was just thinking it. But I think that this person was expecting to stay married, but they're not. They were expecting new beginnings too. Maybe even a child, another child, because there's already one in the picture. That's what I have. So they can expecting to be going to courty. Peace.